Welcome to the live. Welcome to the live, people. To the UCL live.
Welcome back.
Right, there we go, we are live. Any questions, get them in for people that are joining. Welcome to the stream. Right, there we go, we are live. Any questions, get them in for people. Right, so we'll start by taking you through how I've got on so far in the game, in the Matchday 2. It's been a pretty average week. We've got returns, but we've not quite got the big returns what other players have got in the likes of Rafinha, Lewandowski, other players, but we've not done terribly, considering we're not limitless. You know, a lot of people who are at the top now have used their limitless chip and I haven't. I'm looking at it in Matchday 3 to potentially limitless, but I'm not even sure if I want to do it because the fixtures, I'll be using limitless more for the fact that Borussia Dortmund are playing Real Madrid and Bayern are playing Barca. Other than that, the fixture, I have to triple up on City, probably triple up on Liverpool against Leipzig, triple up on Arsenal against Shakhtar. It'd be a full, pretty much English team, and then I'd go for probably triple up on Leverkusen. I'd probably go double Leverkusen defence with Frimpong and Grimaldo, and then Wirtz. That's the kind of plan if I am going to use limitless. And right now we were on 60 points, but then we've swapped out players and we've gone down to 51. I'm still deciding whether to swap my captain. I probably will end up swapping my captain as well. But that's how the team's looking currently. Any questions, as I say, get them in the comments. And I'll get straight back to you.
Give the 22.
But yeah, we'll take you through, as I say, we'll go through the team. So coming up, we have this goalkeeper for Dynamo Zagreb. I had Cobble, but to be honest, I wasn't expecting a clean sheet from Borussia Dortmund, so that's why I brought in a different goalkeeper as the backup, and we're going to have to play him. So hopefully he can come in with some points. Then we had Frimpong, who got us 8, which was nice, a clean sheet and an assist. I got a yellow card as well, which is a shame, but we'll happily take the 8 points. Very, very happy there. Schlotterbeck, I thought it was going to be a nightmare for my Dortmund players, but he came in with an assist to the Borussia Dortmund striker's goal. Then we have Saliba, who came with an 8 pointer. Very, very happy with him. He gets a lot of ball recovery, Saliba does, so I was happy for him to come in with an 8 pointer there. Defence overall did really, really well. And then Kabasi coming in with a 6 pointer as well. Clean sheet for Barcelona. He got subbed off after 64 minutes, but he banked the clean sheet. So happy days. And then obviously on the bench, we had Hakimi, who got 2 points, which I wasn't expecting anything, to be honest, so I maybe should have transferred him out for maybe like a Rico Lewis. That could have worked out better, but oh well. Then tonight we have Kimmich still to play with Mohamed Salah, and then we also have Gittens, who came in with 4 points. So the transfer kind of worked. We'll have to see how well Brian Hill does to see how many points we gained or lost on that transfer. Then we had Florian Wirtz, which got 7 points, got the man of the match, so absolutely buzzing with that. And then the front, and in the attack, we had Gyökeres, who's on the bench now. Terrible, 2 points and not good at all. Erling Haaland scored a goal before he got subbed off. I'll probably swap the captaincy around maybe to Salah or Kane. Just depending on how I feel. I mean, I'm kind of 50-50 at the minute, to be honest. I am kind of leaning to... I mean, I was Salah before, but I thought Salah could get subbed off. Liverpool are a few goals up. I thought Salah would go off, and Kane, if he's fit, might play the full 90. So, I'm not too sure yet. Should you swap captain? That's what I don't know. I'm honestly 50-50 with... I think I will swap captain, but I don't know who to. Because I just think 6 points, right? If Salah, say, plays, he could get 3 points maybe if Bologna keep a clean sheet. If Liverpool keep a clean sheet against Bologna. And then you're only then 3 points behind Haaland. And all it takes is Salah to score 1 goal, and he's ahead of Haaland. So I'm leaning towards Salah, but then if Kane's playing the full 90 against Villa haven't kept a clean sheet. Villa haven't kept a clean sheet in the Premier League. They've only kept one in the Champions League against Young Boys. So Kane is not a bad option as well. So I'm honestly torn, but I will probably change the captain to either Salah or Kane, but I'm not sure yet. I really messed up playing my limitless chip. So many whipping boys on show. Is another match day potentially lies? Yeah, no, honestly, looking back, I wish I played mine. But my plan was to play it in game week 3, but then the fixtures, right, for Bayern Munich are it's against Barcelona, so you can't play Bayern and Barca players pretty much. You wouldn't really recommend. Then you've got Real Madrid who play Dortmund, not ideal. And then what if I was to use Limitless next week? I'm going to do a video on the best Limitless team, but it would be a triple up on Man City because Man City have got a good fixture. Let me have a look who Man City are playing. It's definitely a good fixture for Man City. Sparta Prague for Man City. So amazing fixture for City. So it'll be a triple up on City. It'll be a triple up on Arsenal who are playing Shakhtar at home because that's a nice fixture. I'll probably get double Arsenal defence along with probably Saka. And then it would have to be another triple up on probably the English team. It's Liverpool. But then that's not a great fixture against Leipzig. Not a terrible fixture. Then there's Brest versus Leverkusen. But Brest have actually been pretty good, to be honest, in the Champions League so far. They've had a goal. They've had this guy up front who's been bagging goals for them. They won 4-0 yesterday. So it's not a great fixture for Leverkusen, and it's away from home as well. You obviously would expect Leverkusen to win. And then, bar that, the fixtures aren't that great, to be honest. PSG against PSV isn't a bad fixture. There's also Sporting against Sturm Graz. So I'd maybe go for a Sporting defender. But it's not like this week. You really, as you said, the whipping boys. This game week's nothing like that. Do you know what I mean? Like this game week is nothing like game week 2. Are you going to use any from game week 3? Yeah, if I am going to use one, it'd be Limitless. I'm looking at it because the problem is with my team. If you look at my team currently, I've got a triple up on Dortmund. They play Real Madrid next, which is not good at all. I've got Kane who plays against Barca, Kimmich who plays against Barca, Kabasi then plays against Bayern. So it's not ideal. Then you have Jamal as well playing against Bayern. Like it's not the greatest fixtures, but I do have some nice fixtures. Looking at the likes of Frimpong's got a decent game. Saliba's got a decent game at the back. Hakimi's got a decent game at the back as well. And then you go into the midfield where you've got Wirtz who's got a nice game. And then you've got... I mean, Kane's not bad to play against Barca even still. I don't think Barca do concede goals bar that game against Young Boys. Haaland's got a good fixture. And I have got 2 transfers as well, so I could easily bring in, say, a Man City defender and Arsenal defender. Or maybe bring in a new midfielder. So I could potentially swap it about with transfers. But, I mean, I'm gutted, you know. I was in the top 1k. And then I should have played my Limitless team. Because I did a Limitless team, right? And if you check my Limitless video that I did on the team, that would have absolutely bagged points. Pretty much everybody in that team returned. So, that, you know, I would have been massively... I'd still be well inside the top 1k if I used Limitless. I knew I was going to drop in rank this week because I know a lot of people are going to use Limitless this week. And my plan was to maybe use it in game week 3. But now, looking at it in hindsight, it might have been a mistake. I don't know. We'll have to see how I get on in game week 3 for that. Will you change captain? Potentially, yeah, I probably will be. I think I'm going to take the risk at the end of the day. All I need is, if I go to Salah, all I need is one Salah goal to better Haaland. And that's without ball recoveries, without a potential Liverpool clean sheet and getting the extra point there. So I think I'm going to take the risk on probably Salah. Kane, it's just that I think he'll start, but will he play the full 90? And it is a tougher game for Bayern, but as I said before, Villa do concede goals. Also, as well, we've got 10 people in. If you wouldn't mind dropping a like on the stream, it'd be very much appreciated. It takes 1 second to drop a like, and it would mean a lot to me. And thank you for everyone that's tuning in as well into this deadline stream. Cheers for the likes, by the way, as well. We're up to 3 likes. Any questions, get them in the comments as well, and I'll be sure to answer you straight away. But I'll give you all a run through of the team and how it's looking. As I say, I was currently I was 1,000th in the world after the first game week, and I've dropped to 5k pretty much now, which is still decent to be fair, considering I haven't used limitless. You know, I'm going to be up on a lot of the managers that are in the top 5,000. A lot of them would have used the chip already, so it's still a good position. We're still in a very nice position. And this week hasn't gone terribly. If you look at the points, like returns wise, you know, I've had full returns out of them, that 4 back line. We've had Gittens, who's kind of got a return. He won a penalty. Absolutely gutted he didn't do more. You know, when they scored 7, he played the full 90, and he only came away with 4 points. Wirtz coming with 7's decent. Haaland obviously is returning. So it's not been bad so far. Like, it really hasn't. We just have to hope these 4 players do well for me to get me up the rank. Obviously, the bench is shambolic. Would you use Trent as captain? Should you use Trent as captain? It depends. Who was your captain on the first night? Because, you know, if you say you had Haaland, I'd just take a punt, honestly. 6 points isn't great. Like, it's not bad. And it's such an awkward points total. It almost would have been better for Haaland not to return, then it would have been an easy decision. But, like, at the end of the day, I think I'm going to change mine. I will change mine. I changed from Captain Lower to Salah and subbed Haaland out for Trent. Really bad. Really? Wow. If I had Lewandowski in my team, I wouldn't have changed it. I wouldn't have swapped my captain. I would have kept Lewandowski. Lewandowski got 10, didn't he? That's crazy, yeah. Nah, 10 points is decent, I think. That's 2 contributions. You got to back in Trent to get a clean sheet and an attacking contribution. Which could happen. It could very well happen. And then a man of the match, you'd hope as well. But yeah, overall, if you look at my starting 11, it didn't actually do that bad. And as I say, I'm looking at a lot of people's teams at the top of the world rankings at the minute, and they're all you know, a lot of them have used limitless. You know, like a lot of them have used limitless. Which, I mean, to be fair, as I said, maybe it was a mistake me not using limitless, but I was kind of wanting to hold off for another week. And will there be another week like this week? I'm not too sure. But like, I'm looking at it, and literally the top 100, most of them have used limitless. They've all got 100 points this week. Realistically, you're not getting 100 points without limitless. So that's the reason why I've dropped down like 4,000 places. Just because most people have limitless. So like, I'm hoping on that week when I limitless, I can really make it up, and make it back up and get myself back into that top 1,000. But tonight, you know, could go really well for me. If I change my captain to Salah and he bags a couple and it goes well there, I could very well be in the top 100, getting very close to top 1,000 again. And if I can get if I can stay in the top 5,000 by the end of this week, I'll be pretty happy, to be honest. To have no chips used, be in the top 5,000, it's a much better position than, you know, obviously being like 4,000 with using your limitless. So I don't think I'm in a bad position at all. And also, if you're in here, and there's 12 of you in here, if you don't all mind subscribing as well, I'm going to be doing a lot of videos around UCL. I've already done a lot. You know, I'm going to do a best limitless team for Game Week 3. I'm going to do a wildcard team for people that are interested in wildcarding. And as well as that, I'm going to be doing my team selection, my transfer plans for the long term as well. So there's going to be all kinds of UCL content. So if you're a fan of UCL content, this is definitely the place to be. And any questions, I say, get them in the comment section down below. And let me know as well, how many players in here has everybody got? How many players have you all got left to play? I've currently got 4. One of them being this goalkeeper. But to be fair, this transfer for the goalkeeper, it would have looked like a strange move, but it could very well work out. If this guy just gains me a few points, in terms of, you know, he might get a couple saves or whatever, a couple saving points, gets up to 4 points. It's 2 points on Cobble. It's 2 more points than I would have got. And then we'll have to see if Brian Hill, say, only gets subbed on and gets a 1-pointer or whatever, getting Scott a 4-pointer, it's not too bad at all. Is Kane going to start? Well, he was in training yesterday, so that's a positive sign. And if Kane's fit to play, company's also said that he's fit to play. So I think Kane will play. Yeah, I think Kane's going to start. But is it enough for me to put captaincy on him? Probably not. It'd probably be Salah. Four players: Vinicius Junior, Musiala, Salah, and Trent. Decent. That's a good four as well. That's a nice four. Vinicius Junior's great fixture against Lille. Musiala, a good fixture against Villa. It's not a good fixture, but I think for going forward for Bayern, they're very good, and Aston aren't the best defensively, so I think that's good. And Salah and Trent are obviously amazing. What's your YouTube name? Was sub to you before? Yeah, I was called the Bold Hooligan before. I've changed my channel name because if you know, I don't know if you see me on TikTok. I do a lot of FPL and UCL videos on TikTok, so I've changed my my YouTube channel name because I used to do YouTube back in the day. I've changed it to my TikTok name. Bellingham will play. Yeah, I think Bellingham will play. So that's how you probably subscribe to me, because I've got I did used to do FPL content back in the day on YouTube, but I stopped doing it. Cheers to the likes, by the way. We're on 6 likes, so thank you for everyone who's dropped a like on the stream. Whoops. And let me know as well, how many points is everybody on in the chat? How many points are you currently on? I have Salah, I have Kane, Salah, Trent, De Gregio left to play. Also thinking about something they can't see. Oh, honestly, yeah. Yeah, honestly, I think I'm gonna swap my captaincy. It's such an awkward point 6 is, but I think for me, I'm going to take the risk on Salah. At the end of the day, it's like a 4-point loss at probably the worst, maybe a 5-point loss. But I'm prepared to do it. I don't think it's going to be a massive loss on it. So I mean, it's the upside, and I mean, I'm trying to get myself back in the top 1K, and you know, I'm not going to do it by not captaining Salah. 64 points, decent. 199 total. I was on 88 now. I'm on 60 after subs. Fair enough. That's very good. What am I? I'm currently on, after I was on 60 when I made my subs, and now I'm on 51 only with 4 to play. But in Matchday 1, I got 134 points. So currently overall, I'm on 194 points overall at the minute, and my overall rank's about 5k. What it says. So we're off to a decent start. To be fair, we're off to a decent start. And as I say, no chips used as well. 66 points with 2 players left. It's decent. I mean, I'm guessing, like, you know, the people that are on a lot of points are the people that have used Limitless, because those are the ones that, you know, you can't build a team that's going to get 100 points, or very difficult, that gets 100 points without using Limitless, realistically. Because, you know, you got to have really... Well, to be fair, you can definitely do it, but it's just that most people have used Limitless this week. Everyone that I'm seeing at the top of the ranks has all used Limitless. So, you know, after 2 weeks, to be where I am, I'm very happy with. One second, I'm just going to shut my curtains because it's like the light's coming in. We're back. And let me know as well in the chat, yes or no, are you changing your captain? Are you moving from Haaland, or if whoever you have captain, or Lewandowski, whoever you captained, are you moving captaincy? Yes. Iceland still at 66 points. How many players do you have left? Infamous Trom. And Crusher, how many players do you have left? after your subs. Yes, I'm changing my captain. Fair enough. We'll move to Musiala. Fair enough. I like that shout. I like it. It's different. And let me know if you're captaining, right, on Wednesday, for whoever you're changing your captain to. Who are you changing your captain to? I mean, a lot of people are saying Trent, Salah, Kane, could it be? Those seem to be the top three. Musiala's obviously, we've just got a shout there. 4 players left after subs. Fair enough, fair enough. If you're on 199 total, you're very high in the world, aren't you? You're definitely higher than me, because I'm on 190... I'm 194, I think, and I'm 5k. So you've got to be right. You've got to be well up there. Haaland to Kane. You're Kane, captain, Kane, captain. Haaland to Kane. Haaland to Kane, Elise or Trent. If Kane's... It's just... I think Kane will start. I'd give a Kane out of those 3. If it was me personally, I'd choose Kane. But Kane or Salah is my question. I took a -4 this week because injuries happen. Otherwise, I had a plan. I had 64 points with 5 to play. You're in decent position then. But sticking with Lewandowski, 20 points. Yeah, if I had Lewandowski as my captain, I'd 100% stick with him. But yeah, you're in a decent position. Even if you've taken a 4-point hit to have 64... minus just 4 points, 60 points with 5 to play, you're in a nice position. You're in a very nice position. And say as well, here we go, have you used your limitless chip? Yes or no? Yes that you've used it, and no that you haven't. Sounds like a lot of people in it haven't used their limitless chip yet, which is fair enough. Cheers for everyone tuning in, by the way. If you're a fan of UCL content, then do hit subscribe on this channel, because I do daily UCL content. So I'm going to do a limitless video talking about the best limitless team for game week 3, the best wildcard team if you want into wildcard, and then my team selection, my transfer plans, everything about my team. As I say, I was 1,000 at the world at the start of the week. Now I'm down to 4,700, which still decent because I've not used any chips yet, so I'm in a nice position. So do hit subscribe if you're interested in that kind of content. And FPL as well, if you're interested in FPL, I do a lot of FPL videos as well. I made subs, so I'm on 49 points with 5 players left. Decent. Then you've still got 5 players, so you got a nice amount of players still to come. And you know, things can change very quickly. You can get a lot of points. Like I'm on 51, I think, with... Was it 51? Yeah, I think it's 51 with 4 to play, but I might swap my captain, so it'll be down even more if I change my captain. But I mean, the team doesn't even look that bad. The situation of the team, I don't think it's even bad. Like, you know, I've got Frimpong return 8 points, Schlotterbeck return 6 points, Saliba return 8 points, Kabasi return 6 points, Wirtz return 7 points. Gittens did get a return, only 4 points though, but still a return nevertheless. And Haaland return 6 points. If I can get 4 returns out of 4, which I don't think is going to happen, I would have 11 returns this week, which would be an unbelievable result. Just that none of my players so far have got a massive points haul where it's like made a massive difference. Like Adeyemi coming in with that many points. Like if you have Adeyemi, you've got an automatic massive green arrow. Like Chris said, he's got Adeyemi. I mean, you've definitely picked the right Borussia Dortmund attacker in Matchday 2. Kane captain, potentially. I'm thinking Salah, to be honest, but I think if Kane's starting, I think he's got more of a chance of playing the full 90 than Salah. You know how Haaland came off early. If Liverpool are a couple of goals up, Salah, I think, will be off. I think because he's played a lot of 90 minutes, Salah has this season. You know, he's been the least rotated player out of that Liverpool attack. So, it's a tough one. It's honestly a tough one. But I think I am going to be swapping my captain. I need to actually remember to do it. There's an hour to the deadline. So I need to be remembering to get that done. Question is Kane or Salah? Let me know in the chat, right? Who would you, if you were me, who are you captaining? Kane or Salah? Who do you think is going to get more points on this Wednesday night? Salah or Kane? Or none? Or blank and blank? Probably. But let me know, because I'm torn, honestly. I don't know. But I am going to swap it because I'm taking a risk because that's what I want to do. I think they're both good captaincy shouts realistically. But probably one of them will blank. No. The one that I don't choose will be the one that returns. In your case, I'd choose Salah. Yeah, Salah's got the more, Salah is going to start. But I think Kane will start as well. But it's just with Salah, if he gets one return, it's more points than Haaland already. And it's like, he might get a point for ball recovery, he might get a clean sheet before he gets subbed in, he might have bagged a goal, and then that's already getting towards what? That's already like a 9-pointer. So that's like a nice return. That's up 3 points on Haaland. And 3 points might be enough to... I was trying to have a look how close I am to the top 1,000. I don't think I'm too far away as well. I'm going for Salah all day. He's going for his first goal. Yeah, that's very true as well. The fact that Salah didn't score as well, I know it probably doesn't play a part in the fact that, but I think he will really want to get off them out the same way Haaland did. Kimmich might also be a good captain. Now, I'm not considering Kimmich for captain. I can't consider Kimmich over Salah. But I'm hoping Kimmich chips in with points. So, if he comes in with just a 5-pointer or whatever, 4 or 5-pointer, then happy days. Do you know what I mean? He's only 6 million. He came in with, 12 points or something last game? If he comes in and gets anything more than 4 points, he's been a great pick over the opening 2 games. He is an absolutely boring pick. There's no doubt about it. But if goalie form matters, Schultz over Martinez currently. Fair enough. Kimmich provides assists consistently. Yeah, he's got the 3 assists in the first game, and he did well in the Champions League last season, didn't he? But I'm looking at this season, the Bundesliga is yet to return any contribution, which I'm not complaining about, because he has to return 3 in the Champions League. If he's saving for his contributions for the Champions League, then I'm not complaining in the slightest at that. But yeah, I think Kimmich, he's a solid enough pick, isn't he? He's just a reliable pick. You know what you're going to get. You know you're going to get 90 minutes. He is going to chip in with an odd goal contribution as well, and he gets the ball recoveries, and he's, as I say, he's a nailed on pick. He's a good pick to have, and at 6 million as well, he's valuable. He provides value at 6 mil. You can't have a midfield full of the best midfielders without having players like Kimmich. But there is some crazy good value in UCI. It's ridiculous. Like Rafinha 7.5 is a joke. I should have picked him. Then you look at Yamal even still 7.5 is a joke. Wirtz 7.5 mil. Then your Kimmich at 6 is still good value. Then Gittens at 5 million. And for me, the reason why I brought in Gittens was because it looked like he was going to start, which he did. Starting against Celtic, who is a good fixture for Dortmund at home, in a wide position, like in an attacking position for Dortmund, looked like an absolute no-brainer. Disappointing now he only came in before, and Adeyemi goes and does that. And Nemetra even came in off the bench as well at 5 million, and he went and returned. So Gittens coming down with a 4-pointer is disappointing, but as I say, if Brian Hill comes in and just gets a 1 or 2-pointer, I have made points with the transfer, so I won't be angry at it. And Gittens is 5 million. You can't expect the world from him. And the thing is, though, but the reason why I brought in Gittens was to kind of gear for the game week 3 limitless, because I'm bringing in that Gittens is playing Real Madrid next week. So what would be the point of me bringing in Gittens to then play Real Madrid the next week without using the limitless chip? Elise, what about him? Elise could be a good option. Maybe he's even a captain. Because that Aston Villa defence, if you've been watching Premier League, Aston Villa aren't solid at the back. Because of all the injuries and everything, this probably could have been the best. Yeah, looking back on it, honestly, I think this was the best. This will be the best match day for Limitless. Because you had good fixtures for key teams. City playing against Bratislava, a double up on City defence was always like Gvardio and Ulrika Lewis probably on a double up or whatever. Then you had Inter as well. You had a pretty good chance for clean sheets. So Sommer in goal would have been an easy choice. I put this in my limitless team. It's literally my limitless team. And then I stuck with Frimpong in my limitless team. Then Rafinha against Young Boys. You would have probably had Yamal maybe, but you probably would have had maybe gone for. I would have probably gone for. I swapped it around. I was kind of toying with my limitless team, but it would have been Lewandowski up front. Then it would have been Rafinha or Yamal. I probably would have picked Yamal, to be honest. So I wouldn't have got the Rafinha returns. And then Kabasi. Well, it wouldn't have been Kabasi. It would have been Koundé in my defence. So it would have just been clean sheet, return up front, and then Yamal would have been benched today if I was on limitless. And then I would have brought in like a Salah today. And then you would have Lewandowski 10 points. It would have been Haaland in my team as well. And then, who else did I have in my attack? I can't even remember. Lineups are out for today's early games. The early games are what is Brian Hill starting? If Brian Hill's starting, I'll actually be a little bit good. Let's have a look. I'm just gonna have a look at it now. Girona vs Feyenoord. Brian Hill's starting. You are having a laugh. Brian Hill is returning now. I'm telling you, Brian Hill's returning. I thought he was going to get benched because he didn't start in the last league match. So I was worried about him. I'm planning to use Limitless for Matchday 3 as 70% of my team is different. Yeah, so that's the reason for me using Limitless probably in Game Week 3 as well. You know, I've got triple up on Dortmund playing against Real Madrid. I've got Barca playing against... I've got 2 Barca players playing against Bayern. And then vice versa, I've got 2 Bayern players playing against Barca. Yeah, Brian Hill's starting. Absolutely fuming. But he's definitely going to beat Gittens points. So he's going to at least get close to Gittens points. So that move for me was a waste of time. I was thinking that Brian Hill was going to get benched again because he didn't start the last game for Girona. Yeah, Bayern versus Barca and Borussia Dortmund versus Real Madrid. That is literally half my team. So I'd have to use Limitless. Or I could maybe use a wild card, but I don't think it's worth a wild card when you use Limitless for 1 week. Then you get this team back that I'm happy with personally. So it would be a triple up on Man City, a triple up on Arsenal, and then a triple up on Leverkusen probably against Brest, with probably a couple of Liverpool players, and whoever else has got a decent enough fixture. I'll have to have a look at the fixtures properly for next week. I'll go on it now and have a look. But those would be the teams that I'd be targeting early, just based off not even looking at the fixtures. Villa against Bologna, not great. I'll probably go for maybe a Sporting defender against Graz. PSG against PSV as well. Probably have to target that one. Who else we got in there? Inter versus Young Boys, so maybe an Inter player could be decent. But the main ones is Man City, Arsenal, maybe Liverpool against Leipzig. Monaco playing against Red Star, is that a good one? I don't even know. Milan against Club Brugge isn't too bad. Girona versus Bratislava, I think Brian Hill type of week. Matchday 8, Bayern versus Bratislava. If I could go for 6 assets from Bayern, I would go for it. 6 assets from Bayern? I mean, you can only get max 3. Man, imagine on Limitless you could just choose 11 players in the same team. No, you obviously choose 11, but you know what I mean. You just choose a maximum amount of players in one team. Yeah, PSG versus PSV, that's a decent fixture at home as well. So like Hakimi would be in the team, but like I've got the weird thing is with my fixtures next week. Obviously, I've got the players from Dortmund, Barca, and Bayern all playing each other, all that. But then I do have some amazing picks as well, who I'd probably include in my Limitless team. Like arguably, Gyökeres could make a place in a Limitless team. Wirtz will be in the Limitless team. Then you'd have Saliba will be in my Limitless team, or Gabriel, whatever. An Arsenal defender will be in my Limitless team. Hakimi will probably be in my Limitless team. Frimpong will be in my Limitless team. So it's like I've got a mixture of really good fixtures, and then obviously then the players playing against each other. So it's an absolute horrible mix, and it makes it awkward to lose Limitless when I could maybe just use 2 transfers, and you know maybe just move on. I'd have to move on. Because I should have kept Brian Hill, honestly. Good. I mean, I could move on somebody like... would you move on Yamal? That's the problem. The problem is then Limitless. Like, you know, who Barca got in Matchday 4? Then they got Red Star and then Brest. So I would have really want to move them players on. Like, it would have to be someone who's got the next 2 bad fixtures. And then Dortmund have got Sturmer, Graz, whatever they are. Like, that's an easy fixture. The only bad fixture in Game Week 4 is Frimpong, who's playing at Liverpool for me, and Wirtz playing at Liverpool. Like, bar that, everybody else has got a pretty good game for me, so really a Limitless probably makes the most sense. Kimmich against Benfica is not a terrible fixture, that. It's not good, but it's not bad. All these German teams are running right in Europe. Got to keep an eye. Yeah. I mean, Bayern Munich are back and goals are fun. Leverkusen are, you know, what are they? 2 wins from 2, aren't they? Will you wildcard Matchday 4? Maybe not Matchday 4. I think my fixtures look alright again in Matchday 4. So probably be, I said this before, I'll probably be wildcarding Matchday 5 or 6, just depending on how the fixtures look. And then I'll just attack the last 3 games. Is Kane starting? Yeah, I think Kane will start. He's been in training and company said he's good to go. But Yeah, so I think in game week 5 or 6, I'd just go for and absolutely attack the last 3 fixtures. Maybe I'm thinking maybe game week 6, matchday 6, and just absolutely going for the 3 teams that have the best fixtures, and just completely playing the fixtures. And I have 2 chances. You have 2 chances obviously every week as well, which helps. I have 64 points so far. Is that good or bad? Kane hasn't tried and can play. Nah, that's decent. That's decent. If you've not used limitless, if you've used limitless and you're on 64, then that's not great. But if you haven't used limitless, most people have got around about the 50 to in between 50 and 70 points if you haven't used limitless this week, which is so 64 is decent with 3 to play. It's not bad. I don't know about Bayern's defence. I feel like Bayern will concede today against Aston Villa. I'm not confident in that Bayern defence. I mean, they conceded 2 to Zagreb at home. Villa are a good attacking team. They got Ollie Watkins bags goals. Morgan Rogers has been insane this season. Jacob Ramsey's decent. Bailey's a threat. Tielemans is good. Anana can chip in with goals. You didn't lose limitless. Yeah, fair enough. 64 is good then. 64 is good. Do you think Gnabry starts? Yeah, I think he'll start. I think it'll be Gnabry, Elise. Then I think Kane will be up front. Let me just have a look at the Bayern predicted lineup and just see what they're saying, because they know better than me. But that's the lineup that I'd predict. Yeah, they reckon, and then Musiala. Yeah, Musiala in the middle. They reckon Gnabry will play on the left. I think Gnabry will start. DM's Kimmich. Rodgers and Valverde start. I'm not sure about Valverde. Rodgers, I think, will start. But Rodgers did have a slight hamstring knock, apparently. That's why he got subbed off against Ipswich. Do I start Tsimikas ahead of you, Matt? Honestly, yeah, I would. I think Tsimikas will start, so I'd say yeah. Robertson's not been playing in the cup competitions, and Tsimikas has been starting in cup, and Robertson's been in the league. You've earned a sub. Thank you very much for that, Rohan. If everybody in here as well, if you're not subscribed, do subscribe, because I do pretty much daily UCL content. I'm going to do the best limitless team. I'm going to do the best wildcard team. And I'm going to be doing my team selection, all my transfer plans, and what I'm doing with my team as well. So there's going to be a lot of videos going in depth on teams, players, about the UCL game week, match day 3 coming up, and looking over match day 2 as well. So there'll be a lot of content around that. So if you don't mind dropping me a subscribe, it'll be very much appreciated. It takes 1 second as well. And I am new to this live, and there will be live streams or deadline live streams all the time. Switch captain, it depends who your captain is. This could be quite one-sided. Elise and Kane already good experience against Villa. Yeah, I think Bayern will win. I think there'll be goals though. I do think Villa will score. But I think Bayern will win. Oh, it's just Kane. Kane against Villa. It is. Let me just have a look at this. Let me check Harry Kane's goal record against Villa just to see. Has he got previous of scoring against Villa? Like it really matters. He's playing for a new team, but still. Harry Kane has been directly involved in 7 goals across 6 competitive visits to Villa Park. Wow. So Kane's got over goal a game, or goal contribution a game, away at Villa. So his record is very, very good. You might have got 3 points to keep it sorted for Kim. Honestly, if 3 points, realistically, Kim might come out with 2 or 1 point. But I'd still take the risk. You can get ball recovery, and you could, even if he sees 1 goal, you can level you more easily. If that was me personally, I would play Kim. I'd just go for it. 3 points is nothing really. Especially ball recovery. You expect Kim against Aston Villa to at least get 3 ball recoveries to get an extra point. So I would go for Kim personally. Cheers to everyone tuning in, by the way. Let's just see how many likes we're on. We're currently on 13 likes. If we can get up to 15 likes, if 2 people could drop me a like, it'd be very much appreciated. It takes 1 second to drop a like, and that will get me up to 15. So please do hit like. And thanks to everyone that's tuning in as well. I very much appreciate you choosing to tune into the stream. It means a lot. And any questions as well, keep firing them away. 45 minutes to the deadline. I need to remember to swap my captain. I've still not done it yet. It's just Kane or Salah. It's honestly such a tough decision. I think if Kane was, I knew he was training all week and that he had no concerns of injury, I'd probably stick it on Kane just based on the fact that I know he would then be playing 90 minutes. Would you start Tuchel against Leipzig at home or Truman against Atletico home. Hold on. That's tough, you know, because Atletico. I don't think either of them will get a clean sheet. I don't think either of them will get a clean sheet out of those two. That's such a close decision. You know, I'd probably go for De Gregio. I remember owning Kane at 4.5 million FPL against Villa all years ago. You must be a experienced FPL player. Because that was like, what, 20... Kane burst onto the scene in 2014? 2013? Can't remember. Was it 2013-14 when he first broke through? I think it was 2013-14, wasn't it? I'm not 100% sure on that. It might have been 14-15. Also, Liverpool scored 3 against Milan, who are top of Serie A. Bologna are like 8th in the minute. I expect Liverpool to score a few, yeah. The problem is, right, if Liverpool... I agree. I think Liverpool will score a few, and I think Liverpool go 2 or 3-0 up, whatever. But will Mo Salah be involved? He normally is, yes, but it could very easily be Mo Salah ghosts the game, doesn't do a lot, no contribution, subbed off after 60 minutes. You know, Haaland only just scored before he got subbed off. That could have very easily happened to Haaland, and it could happen to Salah. Look forward to Limitless content, bro. Yeah, thank you. I'll definitely be... Limitless video will be literally out tomorrow. Where I do that, I'm gonna literally look into it tonight and build the best Limitless team I possibly can, because I'm gonna be playing Limitless myself. So this is going... I'm full on going to be going into this, because I'm not messing up my Limitless if I'm playing it. I'm getting it right. I'm going for Kane captaincy. Fair enough. Good decision. Just Kane or Salah, that's the question. Cheers for the likes, by the way. We're up to 16 likes, so thank you to everyone who dropped a like on the stream. Very much appreciated. But on a Limitless chip, realistically, it's gonna be triple City, triple Arsenal, and that's gonna make up the most of the team. Also, let me know in the chat. Are you going to be playing your Limitless in Game Week 3? If not, when are you planning to play your Limitless? I feel like Game Week 3 might be quite a popular week. Game Week 2 was very popular, from what I'm seeing, and I think Game Week 3 will be very popular as well. People like to use their chips early, don't they, to kind of get ahead. I'm sticking with Haaland. Not taking any chances. See Kane do it. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I just think 6 points isn't. It's good. It's all right, but I'm gonna take a risk. Yes, that was a good shot. Yeah, I'm thinking Salah, to be honest, just for the safety. That I know he's gonna start. But I think Kane will start as well. I think Kane's more likely to get 90 minutes than Salah. I do think if Liverpool are struggling and it's a close game, I don't think Salah will get stuck. But if Liverpool are a couple of goals up, I do think Salah will get subbed early. Vinny or Salah for captains. If I was choosing, I think I'd just about go for Vinicius based on the fact that I think he's more likely to play the whole game. But they're both great. Game Week 3 Limitless for me, fair enough. Yeah, good decision, I think. I mean, we're all probably sat gutted that we didn't use Limitless in Game Week 2, really. When we're all most people sat in here have maybe about between 50 and 70 points, and you see people Limitless and getting 100 and odd points, it's kind of, you feel like you've missed out a bit. Despite our teams ourselves that are not actually doing that bad, it's just that, you know, these people use Limitless, they've targeted the fixtures completely, and they've also spent obviously over the budget as well, the 100 million. So, of course, they're going to be higher than us. Apart from the penalty, Kane's position has been off lately, so Musiala and Elise are more of a threat, fair enough. But Kane did also bag 4 goals. I mean, I know he scored, 2 penalties or whatever. Was it even 3 penalties? I can't remember. But the fact that Kane's on penalties is a big... You know, you can't just ignore that he's not on penalties. You know, you can't just ignore that he takes penalties, because Bayern get a few penalties, and there's no denying that Kane's a great option. And how many goals he scores? His record's good in the Bundesliga, right? This season, he's been bagging goals left, right, and centre, hasn't he? Bundesliga top scorers. I'm pretty sure Kane is right at the top, isn't he? Kane's second top scorer, 5 goals, 5 games, 4 assists as well, 9 goal contributions in the opening 5 games. Like, that's impressive. Then the number 1 is Omar Mamouche. I don't know much about him, but he scored 6 in 5 with 3 assists. Fair play. Gave me 3 limits for me. Fair enough. Will Kane play? Yeah, I think he will. 30 people in here. Thank you for everyone tuning in. If you're not all subscribed, it takes 1 second. If every single one of you in here could hit subscribe. If you like UCL content, I do UCL streams for all the deadlines. I'm going to be doing a limitless game week 3 best team. I'm going to be doing a wildcard draft as well. And I'm also going to be discussing all my transfer plans and my plans with my chip strategy and all my plans with my team as well. Currently, we're 4,789th in the world. We were 1,000, but I do think a lot of the people in the top 5,000 have used their limitless chip, which I haven't used my limitless yet, so I've got a slight advantage. I'd like to think over the people that are ahead of me. So I'm off to a decent start so far this season. So if you don't mind all subscribing and keeping up with the journey, then it'll be very much appreciated. Sub Haaland to Bellingham. If I had Haaland, I'm guessing you're on a limitless. If you're discussing subbing, I wouldn't sub Haaland. A 6-pointer, I don't think I'd be subbing a 6-pointer. And Bellingham's not done enough this season for me to, justify bringing him in. He could very well do better than Haaland, but to me, I wouldn't be subbing a player on 6 points personally. I'm guessing you're on a wild. I'm guessing you're on a limitless. To be discussing subbing Haaland. Yeah, I'm gonna whack my captaincy on Salah. I'm just gonna go for it. Salah. How the hell would you make someone captain in this game? How do you change your captain? I've never done this in my life. Someone let me know. How do you change your captain? Because I'm trying to change my captain. I can't. Yeah, I'm limitless. Someone Haaland's change. Oh, so you've had an amazing limitless then. If you're discussing getting rid of Haaland on your limitless, that's so tough. That's so tough. Captain Vinicius or Salah. I just think Vinicius. I do just think Vinicius. I think he'll get more minutes. I think Salah could get subbed up after 60. But Salah could do serious damage in those 60 minutes. How do you even change your captain? If anyone lets me know, how do you even change your captain in this game? Oh, there we go, make captain. I didn't have that option before. Right, Mo Salah, confirm new captain. We're going for it. 3, 2, 1, go. We've done it. Wait, we have to confirm it. 3, 2, 1, confirm. We've done it. We're down to 45 points. We're looking very, very little amount of points now. So we're absolutely banking on Salah to do something here. So we've got 4 to play with the captain. Technically 5 players left to play. We need some points. We're going to need some points here from Salah. Who's better to sub in, Trent or Rudiger? Trent. For the attacking potential, it'll be Trent for me. And Liverpool having the home fixture as well. For me, it'll be Trent. Captain Kane or Musiala? I prefer Kane. Got a great record against Aston Villa. But I don't think Kane's going to be that popular to captain this week. Kane will probably give me a pretty big green arrow if he scores. I think a lot of people have got rid of him because, the injury down and that. Do you have a league? Yeah, I have a league. Let me just let me get the code out and you can join it. I've only promoted my league on TikTok. There's 66 people in it currently. That's just from I just did a couple of TikTok videos on it. Let me have a look. I don't even know how to get the league code. Invite friends. Do I click that? Yeah, there we go. Right. So I'll put it in the chat now. I'll put the code in the chat. If anybody wants to join it, let me just type it in the chat. Is that right with the caps and everything? RFYQPJ. That's the code there. So if you want to copy and paste that code and put it in, that's how you can join my league. There's 66 people in currently. I am currently sat in number 2. I'm second in my league at the moment. Let's have a look at who's first. My league. I'm on 194 at the moment, and second. I'm first on 199 at the moment. Did he use limit? I don't even think he's used limitless. You know, that doesn't look like a limitless team to me. I don't even think he's used. This guy's got in my league. I don't know if he's in the stream at the moment now, but probably isn't. Because he's probably from TikTok. But 98 points he's got this week. 199 points, and he's had a failed captaincy. So he's dead because he had Undav as his captain. But he had Adeyemi for 23 points, Rafinha 14, Lewandowski 10, Goretzka, the Dortmund striker, 10 points, Millet for Stuttgart, who got him 10 points, Rico Lewis at the back, 10 points, Gradio 10 points, Sommer 7 points, and he's got players that are going to come in off the bench. He's going to be on a really, really good week. Like, fair play. Because he's going to change his captain, I'd imagine, and he'll take out, because DeMarco didn't play, and he'll bring in, I'd be gutted about that. He didn't start Sparta Pride defender, who got 5 points for him. You'll have to bring in Gutierrez for Girona, who's playing tonight, for DeMarco. Salah will then come in for Yamal, and he'll probably have Salah captain. Fair play. I was on 60 points. I was on 60 points before all that. Now I'm down to 45 after that. So if anybody wants to join the league, then the code is in the chat. Kane or Charles Andrade for captain. I prefer Kane personally. I'd rather just go for the attacker. But yeah, if you want to join the league, as I said, the code is on screen. We are getting a few people joining. 5 more managers will be added, so 5 people have joined. If you all want to keep joining, then copy and paste that code, put it into your UCL, and get yourselves in the league. Also, as well, if you're in here and you're not subscribing, there's 34 of you in here. If you all don't mind subscribing, every single one of you. If you like UCL content, I do deadline streams every single time. I'm going to be doing a video on the best limitless Game Week 3 team. I'm going to be doing a wildcard team as well. And I'm going to be doing all my transfer plans. I'm currently 4,700 in the world without any chips played. I was 1,000 last week. I have dropped a bit due to a lot of people using limitless. So if you don't mind subscribing to keep up with the journey and watch all videos on UCL, then do hit subscribe on this channel. It would be very much appreciated. And thank you for tuning in as well. Do you reckon Villa may win? I don't think Villa will win. I think Bayern are just too good going forward. I think Villa will give them a game, but I think there'll be goals, and I think that Bayern will. I think Bayern will come out of the win. But Villa are a very good team. They've shown it in the Premier League so far this season that they're a top team. Cheers to the subs, by the way. We've got 3 more people who've just subscribed. Thank you to everyone that's just subscribed to the channel. And thank you to everyone that's tuned into this stream. Watching on TV, so can you say leave code? The code is, if you want me to say it out loud, let me just have a look. Let me just get it up again. The code is capital R, capital F, capital Y, capital Q, capital P, and then lowercase j. That's the code if you want to join the league. Let's have a look and see how many people are joining. 7 people are joining, so thank you to everyone that's joining the league. It will update when the points next get updated. Will you change captain? Yeah, I've just changed it literally just now. I've changed it from Haaland to Salah. Should I sub off a player who scored 6 points for Kane, Musiala, and Kimmich? Total deduction will be 3 plus 2 plus 6. I'd take out the 3. If I had a player on 6 points, I'd probably keep him in. I'm not gonna lie. Like I would bring in out of them. I'd bring in Musiala and I'd bring in Kane. I'd probably leave Kimmich because Kimmich getting 6 points. It could very well happen, but I probably wouldn't bother with it. While leave Haaland's captain, I've changed it. I've changed it to Salah. It's just on my screen there. It says Haaland captain because that was my points that I was on. I've literally just changed it about 10 minutes ago. Kane will start. I think Kane will start. He's been in training. He trained yesterday, and company said that he's ready. He's fit to play. So that to me shows if Kane's fit, he's playing. There's no way company would put him on the bench against Villa. It's a big game. This is for Bayern. We're getting very close to 5,000 subscribers. So if everybody in it doesn't mind subscribing, it takes 1 second. There's 37 people in here. So if you could all subscribe, every single one of you. I know a lot of you in here aren't subscribing. If you do want to see UCL content pretty much daily, this is definitely the place to be. Day 2 stream, yes, Davo. It's got to be done, hasn't it? It's got to be done. Trust captain from Haaland to Kane. Honestly, if I had... I'm on a captain Salah. I'm trusting it to Salah. But even if I didn't have Salah and Kane was my next best captain, I would switch it to Kane. I'd just take the risk and go for it, personally. That's just the kind of person. That's the kind of manager I am. I'll take a risk. On UCL, I'll take a risk. Will Vinicius score more than 6 points? I would swap my captain from Haaland to Vinicius. But if you're on about swapping, it's difficult when you've got your worst player at 6 points. You've done very well, and you've probably got a massive green arrow. I might just settle on the 6 points just about if I'm in that situation. I'd feel like you've got to then get Vinicius to get basically 2 returns against Lille, which could happen, yes, but it's difficult. That's such a difficult thing. If it was me, I'd just play it safe. But if you feel like you've got your Vinicius is really going to do that well, then go for it. Kane / Mbappe / Trent captain. I go for Kane as my first captain. Is Mbappe definitely going to be fit? But Kane would be my number 1, I think. I prefer Kane. Kimmich, Valverde or Kane captain? I prefer Kane. I just love Harry Kane, realistically. But I'm hoping for a green arrow tonight, but I feel like it's not going to happen with people using limitless and that. If I can stay in the same place where I'm around about 5,000 by the end of the week, with no chips used, I'll be pretty happy. But realistically, all 3 of these attackers could get returns. These 3 players that have got outfield. I don't know about the goalie. I'm hoping for a few save points. I don't think he's keeping a clean sheet, but you never know. They are at home, Dinamo Zagreb, so it's nice enough they're at home. And Monaco, are Monaco that good? Are Monaco even that good? Let me just have a look. I don't think Monaco are even doing that well, are they, in the French league? Oh, they're second. Maybe they are doing quite well. They haven't scored a lot of goals in comparison to a PSG. So I'm hoping that Dinamo Zagreb can do something. Dinamo Zagreb have been doing well in the league, haven't they? They're currently sat 3rd. They won the last match. Meh. Not great. Let's hope some points. I'm not trusting Kane in this match. I can sub him for Alexander-Arnold or Bellingham. Would you? If you don't trust Kane, then don't bother playing him. Monaco defeated Barca. It was 1-1, wasn't it, Monaco-Barca? If you have 6 points, would you switch Kimmich? If I had a 6-pointer, I wouldn't bring Kimmich in. He could beat 6 points, but I don't think. I just stick with the 6 points. But then again, you can see it as Kimmich might, he'll probably get a few ball recoveries like he usually does. He'll get the 2 points for an appearance, and that's 4 points. So you're not taking a massive risk. So yeah, you could do it. But if it was me personally, I wouldn't bring him in. But as I say, it's not a terrible decision. It's not. It's still a decent enough decision, and you're still pretty safe in terms of Kimmich does get pretty good points every game. Do you do FPL content? Yeah, I do FPL content on the YouTube as well. And if you don't know me from TikTok as well, I do a lot of TikToks. I'm Davo Debate on TikTok as well. But yeah, I'm going to do a lot more FPL content as well. I've been mostly focused on UCL as it's UCL week, and I'm still going to be doing a lot of UCL videos after today, and then obviously in the lead up as well, I'm going to be doing a lot of UCL videos as well. But if you're interested in FPL as well, then do subscribe to this channel. We've got 57 people in. If every single one of you could click subscribe, it'll be very much appreciated. If all of you in here click subscribe, it would get me up to 4,800 subscribers. So if you don't mind every single one of you clicking subscribe, please do hit that subscribe button. Be very much appreciated. 25 minutes to the deadline. You won't regret subscribing as well. You're in here because you like UCL and maybe FPL content as well. Then do hit subscribe on this channel because this is definitely the place to be for all that kind of content. I have Salah, Vinicius, Trent left. 77 points over 100. Yeah, definitely. You got a great chance there. Are you captaining any of them, or are you sticking with your captain that you've got currently? If you got Lewandowski to captain, you probably just stick with him. Do I have to change the cap from Haaland to Kane? You don't have to change the captain. I mean, it's up to you. If you feel like If you feel like Kane's, he's not going to be able to outscore 6, then don't bother. If you feel like he is, then go for it. How do you find the lineups? I want to if Carvalho's playing. Let me just have a look. I'll go on the predicted lineups for Real Madrid and just see how likely the Carvalho start is, because I've seen that he's not 100% got to start. Any questions, I'll get them in and I'll get back to you in the chat. Carvalho's in the predicted starting lineup, so that's about as good as it gets. Captain Kane, let's say I'd Haaland. Honestly, if it was me, I'd captain Kane over Haaland. If it was me, I'm captain Salah. But if I had Kane as my next best captain, I would captain Kane over Haaland. That's my decision. That's what I would say personally. It's a tough decision. It is a really tough decision, but I'd take the risk on it. Honestly, realistically, it's a few points different. Kane will get 2 points if he does nothing, and I'd just go for it. Honestly, I'd take the risk. It's only a game at the end of the day, isn't it? What do you think about Haaland swapping to Salah? I've done that personally. I've got Salah as captain at the minute. I've got Haaland as I've taken off Haaland's captain. I've put Salah on it. So that's my opinion. Obviously, I could be very wrong, but I'm taking the risk. My thought process behind Salah captain is, if Liverpool got it's a nice fixture against Bologna. There's no denying that. Home fixture. Liverpool might not concede in the time that Salah's on. That's an extra point for a clean sheet. You might maybe get 3 ball recoveries. Probably not, but who knows. Then that could be 4 points. And then a contribution then, anything that you're above Haaland. And, Salah's got the potential to really get a few goals as well. You know what Salah's like and how good he is. But Liverpool also have a lot of good attacks. You look at probably Cody Gakpo play. Maybe Jota up front. They've got other players that can score. And it could very easily, then you could flip it and say Salah could do nothing. Jota scores, whatever, a midfielder scores or Gakpo scores, and then Salah gets subbed up after 60 minutes. So it could be an absolute nightmare. But I'm going for Salah. What about Trent captain? Yeah, I like Trent captain. Obviously got a good chance of getting a clean sheet, and he has got a chance of getting attacking returns. I prefer Salah and Kane to Trent personally, but I'm not saying that Trent is a bad captain at all. Rodrigo's criminally underrated and ignored in this game. It's just that there's so many options, isn't there? Yeah, and Rodrigo is quite highly priced as well. Compared, you got so many options in there as well. It's difficult. Should I captain Kane or Elite? Will Kane play? I think Kane will play, yes. Will Kane start? Yeah, I think Kane will play. What about Mbappe update? Will he start? Let me just have a look at Mbappe. I've not looked too much into Mbappe. From what I've seen, I think people were saying that he's going to be playing. It says Mbappe set for early comeback in UCL after injury scare. Mbappe in line for injury in for UCL. So Mbappe looks like he's fit enough to play. Colin Shotty provides update. Let me just have a look. Colin Shotty provides update. Outlines the risk of playing Mbappe. Can't even see. It says he could get some minutes against Leo. He's not guaranteed to start, but he might be in the squad. That's what it's saying, basically. Ancelotti said he's all right to play. Will Jude start? Yeah, I think he'll play. Will Trent play more than 60 minutes? Yeah, I think he'll play more than 60. Just join the screen. Any updates to Kane? Yeah, company said that he's fit to play, and he was in training yesterday, so that's the update. So that to me is positive news. Bringing Trent for a -6 is 50-50. It's tough. It's so tough. But then if Liverpool concede, you're in serious trouble. And there's no guarantee Trent will get returns. If it was me, I'd stick with the 6-pointer. But if you fancy a risk, then Trent is good because he can get ball recoveries as well. You gotta say, it's realistically, it's not that bad if you start him because he could get, even if Liverpool say concede, he might get ball recoveries to take him up to 3 points, maybe even 6 ball recoveries to take him up to 4 points. And you're only 2 points off. Then you say it might be worth the risk because Trent's got the attacking threat. It's a nice fixture at home. So there's plenty of upside to go for Trent. But if I was on a limitless and my lowest player was on 6, I probably wouldn't take the risk. That's me personally. But I could be very wrong and Trent could do really well. Or Trent could literally get a 6-pointer himself and keep a clean sheet. Is it worth subbing Carvajal for a 4-point? Yeah, for a 4-point player, I think I'd do it. If it was me and I had Carvajal on my bench and I had a 4-point player, I'd sub Carvajal in. Me personally, I'd do that. Also, so there's 54 people in here. I know there's about 30 of you in here that aren't subscribed to the channel. So if every single one of you could please subscribe to the channel. If you like UCL content, then please do subscribe to this channel, because this is the place to be. I'm going to be doing the best limitless team. I'm going to be doing the best wildcard team. I'm currently inside the top 5,000 as well after the first 2 weeks with no chips played. And I'll be doing updates on my team as well. So if you're interested in all that stuff, then please do hit subscribe on this channel. Really want to put in Mbappe, but risk 3 points of Yamal going away. 3 points isn't a lot, though. If it was me, I'd probably take the risk and start Mbappe. 3 points isn't a massive amount. Yeah, Yamal straight out of my team on 3 points. Mbappe or Elise for captain. I'm not sure about Mbappe, so I'll go for Elise out of those two. So a 6-point player for Carvajal. Oh, I'd stick with a 6-point player. Like, Lille's a good fixture for Real Madrid, yes, but is it like an amazing, amazing fixture? I wouldn't say it's absolutely amazing. It's away from home as well. Where are Lille in the league on table? They're currently 5th. They're doing okay. They're not doing great. Cheers to everyone who's just subscribed as well, by the way. Just 3 more people have subscribed there. So thank you for everyone that's subscribing. Cheers, Ice Kitty, for subscribing. Very much appreciated. Cheers to everyone. Thanks to everyone for tuning in as well. There's 17 minutes until the deadline as well. So lock in your teams. Any questions to say, get them in the comments. Let me know, actually, how many points is everybody on overall? Your overall points, what it says when you go on your team. Excluding, obviously, what it says on your team now, because it says... What does it say I'm on? It says I'm on 194 points currently, but I'm actually on less because I've subbed out my team. But how many points are you on without your substitutions and that? Let me know. Is Carvajal playing? I think Carvajal will play. From what I'm seeing, Carvajal should be playing. Swap captain Haaland to Kane or Musiala. I'd swap it to Kane if it was me. I'd take the risk and go for Kane. But if you feel like Kane's not going to start or whatever, or you feel like Musiala's a better option, go for Musiala. But if it was me, I would swap my captain, personally. Vinicius Jr. or Salah captain. I'd just about bat Vinicius Jr. honestly. I think he'll get more minutes. 197, decent, very good. You must be right inside the top 4,000 or something, Crusher. I'm on 194 and I'm currently what am I? What does it say on my screen? 4,789. 6 points for Carvajal, is it worth it? No, I wouldn't do it. Realistically, Carvajal. It's how likely over around 1,609. Wow, really? Fair play. That's insane. 6 points sub for Carvajal worth it. No, I wouldn't say it is, because Carvajal, realistically, he might get a clean sheet and a ball recovery and get 7 points. But then if Real Madrid concede, his clean sheet's wiped. And what's the chance in a Carvajal attacking? He doesn't return massive amounts. So to me, it's not enough to sub him in for a 6-pointer, personally. Around the same rank as yours. Yeah, fair enough. Decent start into the season. If you've not used any chips, I don't know if you've used any chips or not. If you haven't used any chips as well, you're in a great position. I think I'm in a really good position despite a red arrow this week. But then a lot of people have overtaken me this week. I'd say a good 50-60% of people are probably limitless players. 8k overall, decent then. 64 with 4 to play plus captains. Yeah, you're in a very good position then. Very good. You didn't answer my question, sorry. Captain Kane or leave it on Haaland. If it was me, I'd change it to Haaland. I mean, I'd change it to Kane from Haaland. That's me, personally. I've got Salah as my captain. I'm swapping it to Salah, but, if say I didn't have Salah on my team, I would swap my captaincy for Kane, personally. 184 total without chips. Decent, then. Very decent start. $45 to play, 127 points last week. Yeah, decent then. Yeah, I'm going to be on, now that I've made my subs in that, I'm on 45 currently with 4 to play with my captain, so it's technically, it's kind of 5. But yeah, 4 to play. I've not really had a great week, to be honest, but I've had returns. It all depends on tonight, you know what I mean? You know, because I've had return. Everyone that I've subbed out hasn't returned, but everyone that's in my team has got a return. Yeah, you look at it there. You've got return Frimpong, return Schlotterbeck, Saliba return, Kabasi return, Wirtz return. Gittens not doing great, but still got something, and then Haaland. So it's not terrible. Ranking 78k. I have Bremer, Kane, Simmons, and Watkins. Decent. 78k is good though, because there is a million players. There's a lot of people, so that's a good start. And if you haven't used any chips as well, it's a decent position. 13 minutes to the deadline. 13 minutes. I have 88 with 3 to play. That's a very good week there. A lot of people doing well. A lot of people doing well in here. And put in the chat, yes or no. Have you used any chips yet? Yes or no? I think there's going to be a lot of no's. And I feel like a lot of us probably regret not using Limitless this week. As Limitless, I mean, I think our Limitless team was pretty much guaranteed 100 points at this stage. Not even lying. You know, if you pick the teams that based on the good fixtures last night, you pretty much, you know, you pretty much got it. If you got it most of it right, you're going to be on 100 points easily. And we're sat here without a Limitless, sat on around about 60 points. No. Yeah. Yes. Should I swap Captain Haaland, Bellingham to Trent? No again. I'd swap it. Out of those, I'd choose Kane personally. I think Kane will play. But we'll do next week. Yeah, I feel like a lot of people are going to use Limitless next week. Let me know as well. Yes or no, are you going to use your Limitless chip next week in game week 3, match day 3? I think I will be personally. I think it's going to be a popular week due to the fact that, you know, Dortmund are playing Real Madrid, Bayern are playing Barca. That's 2 teams that are heavily owned. I would take the risk, and Captain Kane, hat-trick loading. Just subscribe. Thank you for subscribing there, very much appreciate it. Take the risk, and Captain Kane, yeah, go for it. I like it, honestly. We'll be doing Limitless next week, yes. There's people doing Limitless next week. A lot of people using Limitless. I think Limitless are probably more popular this week. But I don't know, it feels like Game Week 2, looking back at it now, obviously it's easy to look back at it and say, you know, it was the wrong decision not to use Limitless this week, but at the same time, I've got returns everywhere. It's just that the other players that return, you know, you're looking at Adeyemi, he might have been in the Limitless team, Rafinha, Lewandowski, and then you'd probably go for a double up on, I mean, would you go for a double up on Leverkusen backline? Probably not. Next week I definitely will be. No chips Limitless next match day. Yeah, fair enough. I think a lot of people are going to be going for Limitless next week. So I'll be doing a best Limitless team, what I think is the best Limitless team in my personal opinion. I'll be uploading that tomorrow. So if you're interested, hit subscribe on this channel. I'll be doing a video on that tomorrow. Because I think Limitless will be very popular. And I'm probably going to be using it myself. Why not last week with all the teams that will already be qualified? What, use Limitless on the last week? The problem is we're using it on the last week is, like, you know, once teams get through in the Champions League, they're going to rest their good players. It's like you're probably better off playing the Limitless early and going for everyone while you know that they're going to start. You know, in the 8th game week, chances are, like, you know, Man City, Bayern, Liverpool, those top teams, they'll already be qualified. And then by then, you know, then you're resting players and you're playing an absolute guessing game on your Limitless of who's to play. Didn't expect Dortmund to win 7-1 yesterday, honestly. Yeah, I thought there'd be goals in the game. I said in my video that I don't expect a cobble clean sheet. That's why I did a goalkeeper transfer and brought in this random goalie for 4 million who plays. That's literally why, because I didn't expect Dortmund clean sheet. I was thinking Celtic would give them a game. I thought Dortmund would win, but not by 7 goals. And I didn't think 7 goals would go in and Gittens would only win 1 penalty. I had 3 Dortmund, 3 Bayern, 3 Barca Limitless team sets. Well, yeah, defo. That's what I mean. I've got 3 Dortmund, 2 Bayern, and 2 Barca, so I'm close to you, and I'm gonna have to use it. Kim J for 6 points. I mean, I don't think Kim will be. I don't think Bayern will be keeping a clean sheet personally. And we've got 75 people in here. There's a lot of people in here, by the way, that aren't subscribed. So if every single one of you could hit subscribe. If you're interested in UCL content and FPL content, all kinds of fantasy content, then this is the place to be. I'm going to be doing a Limitless video tomorrow. I'm going to be doing a wildcard video for people that want a wildcard. And I'm going to be doing all my transfer plans. I'm currently inside the top 5,000 as well. We were top 1,000 last week. We've not used any chips as well. We're in a nice position in the top 5,000. So if you don't mind subscribing, every single one of you in here, that'll be very much appreciated. 81 people in here. So please do, every single one of you, hit subscribe. Because that'll put me up to 4,800. And it'll be very much appreciated. Try and hit that milestone. Cheers for everyone subscribing, by the way. Thank you, FPL Bruce Wayne, for the subscribe. Very much appreciated. Keep Haaland or switch to captain to Kane. I'd switch to Kane personally. Salah captain, yeah, I like Salah captain. If it was me, to everyone in the stream, if you've got Haaland as captain, I would change my Haaland captain personally. And just bank on it. Yeah, I'm prepared to take the risk. Isn't limitless should be used when players have bad fixtures? Well, you use limitless when you just pick the team as the players have got the good fixtures, and then you probably use it on a week where your team don't have good fixtures. You know what I mean? For example, Dortmund are playing Real Madrid, and then Bayern are playing Barca. Just found you yesterday, lads. Thank you, David, for that. Very much appreciated. Really excited for the knockout rounds and the extra 5 mil. Yeah, it'd be good. It'd be good. I think UCL fantasy is actually really good. Like I've played FPL for years. I've never really gone for UCL, and I've properly looked into it this year. Especially getting off to a good start. I've been properly going for it. Captain Kane or Bellingham for today. I prefer Kane personally. I'd rather go for Kane out of those two. Cheers for everyone subscribing. We're 28 subscribers off 4,800. If we can hit 4,800 in the next by the deadline, that would be amazing. So please do hit subscribe and get me to that milestone. It'd be amazing if we can get to 4,800. And thank you to everyone who's tuning in as well. 84 people in here. Thank you to everyone who's tuned in. It really does mean a lot. Bench Haaland 6 points for Musiala. That's a tough one. You know what? I'd probably take the risk and bench Haaland. I would probably go for the Musiala. Personally, Musiala is such a good player. So I'd take the risk. And as I was saying before, Villa do concede goals. So, they haven't kept a clean sheet in the Premier. The only clean sheet they've kept this season is against Young Boys. And realistically, Young Boys are terrible. Keep Haaland or switch to Salah. I've switched to Salah on my personal team, so that's my thoughts. Will Luis Diaz start? I personally think it'll be Gakpo starting on the left. Captain Mbappe or Rodrigo? I'd go for Rodrigo based on the fact that I know he's going to start. Mbappe, I'm not 100% sure will start. If Mbappe's starting, obviously you go for Mbappe, but you just don't have that guarantee. Don't play Limitless in Game Week 8. Everyone playing the same day, you can't use bench. Yeah, I didn't even know that. But yeah, Game Week 8 and Limitless. It just doesn't make sense. The later it gets, the worse I think it is for Limitless. Due to the fact that teams will already be qualified. By Game Week 6, 7, teams will pretty much be through. You're looking at Man City, Bayern might be through, Liverpool, Barca, Madrid, Arsenal. All them teams have got, there's going to be a few of them that are already through. So what's the point in using Limitless when they're just going to start using the second team in the last few games probably because to not get injured. Salah or Kane captain? I've gone for Kane. I've gone for Salah. Sorry, at the moment I'm on Salah. Mbappe or Kane for captain? I prefer Kane. Haaland or Kane? I prefer Kane. Do you Sun Dream Team? No, I don't. I do Fantasy Premier League, like the official FPL, and I do UCL Fantasy as well. So I do content on them both. Let's just see how many subscribers we're on. We're currently on 75, right? We're 25 subscribers off the goal of 4,800. So if every single one of you in here could hit subscribe, please do hit subscribe. Do you think Valverde is going to be man of the match today? Is he definitely starting? Let me have a look. Valverde. I mean, I'm getting a feeling like I should just go for Kane captain, I might swap it, but is it silly? Yeah, Valverde looks like he's going to play from what I'm seeing. Yeah, Valverde could be good. Oh. Right, put it in the chat, right? Kane or Salah as captain? Who would you choose? Vinny or Salah cap? I think I prefer Vinicius, personally. Would you sub Kane and Bellingham for 6 pointers? I'd probably sub Kane in. I'm not sure about Bellingham. Honestly, I don't know about Bellingham. Should I make Trent or Musiala captain? I'd go Musiala. I'd take the risk on Musiala. I just favour the attacker, personally. Let me know, Salah or Kane. Who would you pick? I'm honestly torn. I am so torn. Salah. That team you got is wild. Salah, but I haven't got him Salah captain. A lot of people saying Salah. Yeah, I'll back you. I'll stick with Salah. I can't make. I hate making Kane or Haaland. I prefer Kane. I hate making last minute decisions. Whatever. I've never done. The last season of FPL, I've never made my decision in the absolute last minute. I've just never done it. I can't do it. I'll just go for the decision and stick with it. I don't know why I'm trying to flip flop now. It's alive getting to me. Bellingham or Mbappe for captaincy. It'd be Bellingham out of those two. I think Mbappe's not nailed on. I think Mbappe started. I couldn't even tell you. I wouldn't take the risk on thinking that Mbappe's going to start. Cheers for everyone tuning in. 4 minutes till the deadline, by the way, as well. 4 minutes. We're 24 subscribers off. Is every single one of you in here? There's 79 people in here. If every single one of you could click subscribe, it'll be very much appreciated. It takes 1 second to subscribe. As I say, I'm doing a lot of UCL fantasy content. You're in here because you like UCL. Hit subscribe on this channel because this is the place to be. We're currently inside the top 5,000. We were in the top 1,000 after the first week. We haven't used any chips as well. So if you want to see my team selections, my transfer plans, my chip strategies, everything that I'm going to be doing, hit subscribe. And as I say, I'm going to be doing the best limitless team in Matchday 3 and the best wildcard team as well. Villa's defence is so bad, but I think Kane gets less minutes. I think Kane will start, and yeah, I agree that Villa's defence is bad. Is Vinny starting? Yeah, Vinicius will start. Should I twist from Salah to Bellingham captain? Honestly, I don't know about Bellingham. Kane confirmed, yeah. Company said in his last interview that he said Kane is fit to play, and Kane was in training as well, so he'll be fine. Just will he play the full 90? Who knows? Two minutes to the deadline. We're 24 subscribers off our goal of 4,800 by the end of the deadline. Can we hit it? If every single one of you could get in there and subscribe, it'll be very much appreciated. Kane, I've voted for captain. I prefer Kane. I'll just stick with the 6 points there. Minez. Trending for Guardiola 7 points. No, I'd just keep Guardiola 7 points. I'm waiting for your limitless pick tomorrow. Yeah, I'm going to be doing that. That'll be uploaded tomorrow. My limitless team will be tomorrow. Do you think wildcard during knockouts is a good decision? Yeah, it could potentially be, but it's just that I need to look into the chip strategy properly. But from what I've seen, I think it's better to use it in everything in the group stages. My plan is to wildcard probably in game week match day 5 or 6 and just attack the last 3 group fixtures. That's what I'm thinking. Cheers for another subscriber, by the way. We're 23 off. So if every single one of you in here, we've got 89 people in here. I know not all of you 89 aren't, you're not all subscribed. So if you don't all mind subscribing and you like UCL content, this is the place to be. So please do hit subscribe. There's a good 50 people in here that aren't subscribed. Why not captain Salah? Salah is my captain. I've changed it. I've just not changed the screenshot. I put Gnabry as captain despite having Kane and Haaland. I think fair enough. Gnabry's a good pick. Hoping UCL scores and assists. Yeah, it can very easily happen. Yeah, change your captain. Yeah, I've changed it. It's just I've changed it on my screen. That's just a screenshot from before. Salah is my captain. Let me just have a look and just to see if he actually is. Deadline is literally in 1 minute, so get your teams ready. Yes, Salah is my captain. Salah is my captain. Just sub. Thank you, Callum, for the subscribe. Very much appreciated. You might make chat for subs. Can you do that? I'm literally new to YouTube live streaming. I normally do my lives on TikTok and that. I'll have to do that. Cheers for the advice, Callum. Very much appreciated. And that is the deadline. That is the deadline. 5:45. The games have now kicked off. So good luck to everybody on this Wednesday night. Hopefully it all goes well for everybody in the stream. Let me know how many players have you got left to play. How many players have you got left? I've got 4 players to play, with one of them being my captain. So basically 5 really, but 4 players. Let me know how many players have you got. Cheers to everyone who subscribed as well. We're 21 off the goal, which was decent. I'm very happy. Thank you for everyone subscribing. It really does mean a lot. Four left to play. Fair enough. 3 players. Decent. I mean, I imagine a lot of people probably have 3 or 4. 5 players left to play. Decent. 6. 4 with De Gregio. Decent. 87 points with just Kane and Elise. You got the points already, to be fair. 87 is very good. And Kane and Elise got, they got a good chance of getting returns, in my opinion. Hoping for some returns. I'm going to need Salah to step up for me as my captain. Even Kane, I need goals from him as well. And obviously I'll be slightly angry if Kane outscores. You're going to do FPL streams. Yeah, so basically, right, if you're interested as well, you're in here still, and you like FPL, I'm going to be doing an FPL stream on Friday night, just before the deadline's on Saturday morning, but I'm busy on Saturday morning. I'm always busy on Saturdays. So Friday night, I'm going to be doing like a late night stream discussing any questions you got regarding FPL, then subscribe. Get yourself in that stream as well, because I'm gonna be going live regularly. I'll go live during the game week as well, probably maybe on a Sunday as well. I'm gonna go live quite a lot for FPL, as well as UCL as well. Like UCL, I'm really enjoying the UCL fantasy this year. Maybe I'm enjoying it because I'm doing well. Fantasy Premier League not quite the same after last week, after Cole Palmer bloody bagging 4 just to de-rank me by an absolute load. I was doing alright before then. But cheers to everyone tuning in, by the way, as well. Still 60 people in it. Any questions in that, get them in there. And as I say, FPL content as well will be coming soon. I do a lot of videos on UCL as well. So, UCL and FPL videos. There's a lot of videos that I do. Foden is a good option for limitless. Just consider about his minutes. Yeah, it's a difficult one, Foden is, because it's like the problem with all the City players, bar a couple. You've got to predict the minutes. I've got Rico Lewis in my FPL team. I'm sat there fucking like stressing all the time about the guy. Guy's an absolute nightmare. But yeah, it's just like Foden's, these Man City assets, they're amazing options if they're fit and they're guaranteed to play. If you know they're going to play the 90, 100% the best options. But it's just a minutes problem, innit? Like, Foden, if you've got a good chance of Foden playing, if it looks like he's going to be playing in game week 3, Matchday 3, going for maybe Haaland, Foden, and Gvardiol or Lewis or whatever, it's a good choice. I know a lot of people used Brighton Edison on their limitless, and Edison didn't even start, did he? It was Ortega. But for me, I don't know if I'm a limitless in Matchday 3, I'm probably going for Gvardiol, Rico Lewis if I know he's going to start, and then Haaland. I'd just back the double City defence. But City, you'd imagine, will bag goals against Sparta Prague at home. Like, they would bag goals for fun. I'm going to need a big night tonight, though. I'm going to need a big night. Now that I've made them changes, I've swapped my captain. I'm going to need something from Salah. I'm not even watching the Liverpool game. I'm going to my mates tonight watching the Villa game, watching Villa Bayern. I think that's probably the better game to watch. What's the games on now? It's Girona, isn't it? Watch Girona go 1-0 up and Brian Hill score. And cheers to everyone joining the league as well. We've got 12 more people joining the league. Let's have a look. What's the scores on the doors tonight? Still 0-0. Brian Hill probably going to do something. Also, if you're not subscribed, then please do hit subscribe as well. Be very much appreciated. Good luck, everybody. Yeah, good luck to everyone tonight. Hopefully it goes well for us all, and hopefully it goes well. What's the predictions for Liverpool Bayern game? I think Liverpool will win comfortably. I reckon Liverpool will win 3-0 or something. I reckon there'll be a few goals up, and I reckon Salah will get subbed. I'm hoping that Salah's involved in them goals. I think Liverpool will win comfortably against Bologna, and I think Bayern will win. But I think Villa will give them a game. I'm feeling like maybe a 3-1 Bayern or like a 4-2 Bayern or something. I think there'll be goals. I think Bayern will score. Which probably means I should really be captain Kane by that logic, but I think they're both good options and they've both got a good chance of getting returns, Kane and Salah. Anyway, we're going to end the stream there. Thank you to everyone who's tuned in. Very much appreciated. Thank you to everyone that's subscribed. Thank you to everyone that's liked. Thank you to everyone that's watched. Very much means a lot to me. We'll be going live a lot more, and we'll also be doing a lot of videos coming up as well. So if you're interested, hit subscribe, and thank you very much for tuning in. Very much appreciated. Thank you, and we'll see you next time. I'll be back very soon on another stream, and I'll be making a lot of videos as well that you'll see in your, hopefully, subscriptions tomorrow. So thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you soon, and good luck for the game week as well.